So we go, I hit, and then your armpit, and start to roll.
Alright guys, I'm here at High Noon BJJ with Chris Rao. We used to be training partners back in the day.
Yeah.
Jimmy Pedros, he's a 4th degree Coral belt, right? This is a new thing too.
The
red and black belt?
Yeah, red USJA thing. Yep.
Yeah, USJA does red and black belt for 4th and 5th degree, and then 6th, 7th, 8th is the white and red. So, you know, different organizations, different belt systems. But legit, Jiu-Jitsu black belt, right? And then famously, High Noon Jiu-Jitsu, or High Noon Judo, won the US Nationals last week. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, no, we won, so it was based on the medals we took against division and how many people we put in there. And our folks were fighting 2 or 3 divisions. We had one guy who fought 18 matches on one day.
Yeah, there's a lot of matches in one day, yeah.
Yeah, and we showed up and we ended up taking first out of all the teams.
That's pretty amazing. All right, can you show me some of your techniques? You got some good ground transitions off Tomoe Nage?
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
you know, one of the things that gets a little undervalued, you know, you have famous guys like Fabio Canto and Ludwig Peischer.
Yeah.
One of the things when
Chris Round.
Oh, I appreciate that. When I started doing a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I was always someone who was interested in doing ground transition stuff. You know, I grew up watching Flavio and Rodney Ferguson was one of my big mentors. So I actually started to find my way into things off Yoga Tomoe. I couldn't score off of Yoga Tomoe for years, but I could definitely get into my Newaza from it.
Nice.
So we'll just go from 50-50.
Right. It's either right versus right.
Yep, so we're going, you know, obviously I typically want you bent over anyways on Yoga Tomoe. So what I'm going to end up doing is, Yoga Tomoe is one of those throws that if you're phenomenal at it, you'll score.
Yeah.
If you're not great at it, it's lovely for Newaza transition. So we'll go, we're moving around, and I'll shoot. And this is where there's a few possibilities. The most basic and famous one is, of course, the Kanto choke. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up pulling you down. I'm going to take my heel, I want to get my leg up as high as I can, and then I'll bend over the head, and then extend my leg. The kind of invisible part of it is me taking my shoulder and pulling my shoulder to my neck. So we go, I go up. In fact, I'm kind of pushing on the hip a little bit to come up. I bring my shoulder to my neck, and then I go down.
Yeah, nice.
Yep. So that's kind of like our intro attack here.
Okay.
But there's some kind of cool stuff. So when we come in, I have 2 armbar options off of this. The first is a choi bar. Choi bar is the name for an entrance into Rowan Jujigatame. So a lot of us will go for this, you'll stop it, and then what I can do is I can start to reach behind this tricep. Particularly, if you still have my lapel, it might be a little funky, but a lot of folks at this point will have let go. So I'll grab behind the tricep, and ideally, I want to have their thumb behind my tricep. So I create this kind of movement. And what this allows me to do is I can start to, my leg's already on top from the Flavio choke attempt, so I can start to climb. And what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to bring my right foot behind your armpit and into that same spot it would normally be if we were doing rolling juji. So I'll come over, I'll create this pressure, and I'll start to turn towards rolling juji. If I can, I'll get my foot on the other side, and we can either get a roll, or we can go ahead and finish the arm there.
Nice. Pretty good. Like that.
And this one's a little flashier. I've always really enjoyed this one. I'm hitting a plata right off of it, usually ending in a turnover. So we go, I hit, and then this, I'll slip my calf behind your armpit and start to roll, finish my pin.
Awesome. That's 3 transitions. Tomoe Nage.
And they all work together. That's a nice thing. Like, let's say I go for that omoplata. Go for my omoplata. You defend it. You put your hand behind it and your knee. We get into this situation. That's fine. I have the choi bar here. Grab the back, push, create space.
Yeah, nice.
Finish your armbar.
Good stuff.
Effectively, the Kanto choke acts as a bit of a jab. Like, if I get it, great. If I don't, who cares? But that allows my foot to get in the correct position. Transition to those 2 arm bars.
You go juji here on this song too, right?
Yes, yes.
Nice. Where can people find you?
People can find me at Chris_Circle on Instagram, or you can find the High Noon Judo program at High Noon Judo on Instagram.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
Sounds good.